debating whether or not to put music on. Nah, I don't want my video to get copyrighted. So, hello everybody, Nick Niggle here, and welcome back to another video. I've literally just filmed a video and uploaded it, and it's talking about my first endocrinologist appointment. I'm tongue-tied, but endocrinologist appointment. There we are. And in this video, I am going to be talking about what I want to do when I grow up, because recently I've been thinking a lot about what I'm going to do when I grow up, because I'm so close to becoming independent. I don't know what I'm going to do, I don't know where I want to go, and what I know what I want to do, but I'm not too sure if I will be able to do that because of my personal problems and financial stuff, because this is the only money I've got that I have right now. I haven't even got a job, so I don't even earn money. I've only got £1. Actually, I do earn money by doing jobs around the house, but still, I don't do many jobs around the house. I'm sorry, but that's the only bit of money I've got. £1. So I'm not exactly good for money, so I can't just say like, yeah, I'm gonna buy my own house, because unless it's even a cardboard box costs more than £1, so I'm a little bit screwed. But just to do like a quick video about long video about what I want to do when I'm older. What I'm planning on doing is possibly buying a villa in Florida and living in Florida, because I really like Florida, and I went there last year on my holiday. But I really enjoyed it, but I'm trying to look for pictures, because I do have pictures about somewhere of it, but I can't find it. Is it in here? No, they're all my baby photos. But I do have some pictures around here of my holiday last year, but I can't find them at the moment, so I'll make an entirely new video of that. But I've got to make that fast, because I'm going to send them off to my mum in a letter. So yeah, I went to Florida last year on a summer holiday, and I really enjoyed it, and like, even down to the smell of the air, and like, it's completely different to England. Like, all you smell in England is petrol, and don't get me wrong, I love the smell of petrol, but I really love the smell of like the air in Florida, like the humidity. It's just amazing, and I just really want to live in Florida. And because most of the good theme parks are in range, so maybe if I save up enough money, I could go there for a day or something, like spend a day at Disneyland or something like that, which is my dream. Like, my dream on my own, like my dream to go to Disneyland on my own, because that way I could go on all the rides I want, when I want to, and no one can say anything about it. Well, unless the ride shuts down for whatever reason. But I am planning, when I'm older, to go to Hollywood Studios and just spend an entire day dedicated to the Tower of Terror, going on the Tower of Terror however many times I can, because I went on it twice last year, and it is awesome. Like, the first time I was crying my eyes out and I couldn't even control it, and like, I was crying, shaking like mad, screaming my head off, like literally all the emotion. Wait there, I'm gonna try and find the photos, because you've got to see it. Ow. Ow. Yes! Found them. Found them. Yeah. I'm sorry if I've just lost everyone's attention, but But this is my first time on the Terra Terra. As you can see, I am there, and I am absolutely terrified of it. I'm going to try and get it in focus. It's not going in focus that well, but I hope you can tell I'm crying. I am full on crying. I'm just grabbing onto the sides, just like, but after I got off and my nerves subsided, I went on it again. But this time, I was sat in the same seat. Like, I didn't want to sit in another seat because I was afraid that it would be a different feeling, weirdly enough. So I sat in the exact same seat, but that time I had my hands up. So I really, really, really enjoyed it. And I just want to spend a whole day. I just want to spend a whole day dedicated to the Terra Terra one day. But the things that worry me, my finance. As I said, I've only got £1, so that's going to be a struggle. Because if I try and rent out a villa, I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford it. But then again, like, $1 equals like about 66p in English currency, I think. So the more pounds you have, the more dollars you're gonna have. Because if you have like £1,000, that will probably equal to like 1,005, maybe even $1,050. I don't know, but $1 is less than £1. So the more pounds I have, the more dollars I'm gonna get. If that makes sense. But like, the other thing that scares me is the flight. Like, we went to New York before we went to Florida, and oh my lord, I really didn't like it. Like, I think New York's closer to the UK than Florida is. I'm not entirely sure on that one. Excuse me, I'm not entirely sure on that one. But I think it is, and the flight to New York was about 9.5 hours, so I physically couldn't handle it. I'm afraid of flying. Might sound weird, but I am terrified of flying. Like, it's not the actual flying that scares me, it's the fact that, like, you're on it for so long, it only takes 1 minute for anything to go wrong, and then you're so high up in the air, you are coming down, and there's nothing you can do about it. You're gonna get down whatever way it takes. Either jump out the plane with a parachute, or in the plane, you are going down. So far, so fast. Whew. You could possibly even land in the sea, and in the sea, there's sharks. I'm afraid of the deep sea. Like, I'm not afraid of the sea at the beach. I can go in the sea and the beach, like, lots. But if it's actually deep enough, I am terrified of it, because there could be sharks. And I just don't like flying because of that reason. And here's a tip for you guys. Don't watch Final Destination right before you go on a flight. It is not good. Because I made the mistake of doing that. And I was absolutely shitting myself on the plane. So, yeah, I couldn't even handle it. Like, every 15 minutes I would just break down. I had to have this, like, weird bottle thing that you spray on your tongue, and it like tasted like alcohol, and it was just like, ugh. Like, I don't drink alcohol, so it tasted horrible to me. It tasted absolutely horrible. But yeah, I had to have it a lot to calm me down. So that's another thing that scares me about living in America. That's another thing that scares me about living in America, the flight, because it's a long flight to get there. And yeah, another thing that puts me off living in America is the fact that I will not be able to see my family as often, and it will probably cost me to phone them, because from the UK to America there's a tax for whatever. I don't even exactly know what it is. It's like, it's just like a because it's a different country, you have to pay to get through. So the phone bill's gonna be sky high, unless I use Skype. But I only know one person in my family that's got Skype, and that's my dad, and he only uses it to meet new people that speak Esperanto, because he's sort of a Esperanto. He's an Esperantian. I don't know what it's called when someone speaks Esperanto, but like, he's a bit of a nerd when it comes to Esperanto. He learns it a lot. He just wants to talk to people in nothing but Esperanto. And when I was about 13, he tried to teach me how to speak it, and I was just like, how do I know what that means? I'm not big on Esperanto myself, but so yeah, I would prefer not to use Skype, and it's gonna cost me to call them, and I would have to they would either have to fly there to meet me, in which case I will be terrified for them on the flight because of my fears of flying. Like, even when I'm not on a plane and someone else I know, like my family is on a plane. Like, my dad went to Malta the other year, like last year, I think it was, probably even a bit more, possibly even about 2 years ago now. He went to Malta, and on the plane I was so scared that the plane was going to crash with him on it, and I was just like, no. So yeah, they'll either have to come see me, in which case I'll be scared for them being on the plane, or I'll have to go see them, in which case I will be even more scared for myself, my safety on the plane. Excuse me. I'll be even more scared for my safety on the plane. So yeah. What's this? Jake. Shout out to my mate Jake Humphreys. He just commented on my last video. But yeah. Like, I do want to move to Florida, and because it's close to all the theme parks, and there's awesome restaurants in Florida, like Ponderosa, Wendy's. Wendy's. Like, and IHOP and stuff like that. And it's just cool. It's just the awesome place that I really want to live in, and it's my ideal place. But I don't think I'll be able to afford it, and I don't think I'll be able to get there without breaking down. So that's the things that put me off as well. So yeah, that is all for this video, and I will see you in the next video, which I'm about to record now. Bye guys.